Come in here. Brian, tighten up here. Trying to get your hands in here. Everybody trying to get your hands. Come on. Come on in here. Come on. Touch somebody else. I don't care. All right? Listen. We're all in this together. And I love you all. Let's just have a great time. All right? Really. Just have some fun, guys, okay? I know you put in a lot of work. Let's have some fun tonight. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot!
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hated, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise.
If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your pain, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth be spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, or stoop and build them up with worn out tools.
If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. You can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone. So hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on.
If you could talk to the crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with the kings, no lose the common touch. If neither foe or loving friend can hurt you, if all men can count, but none too much. If you could feel the unforgiving minute, 60 seconds worth of distance run. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And with you'll be a man, my son.
And which is more, you be a woman, my daughter. Roger, the rapper. Your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. But you ask yourself when all men
say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. But when you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter rubs right off and you're nowhere.
Follow me, little girl, let me be your guide. A pretty thing like you will need a thing or two, and whatever you need, Mama will provide.
Up in somebody else's leg. You dream about growing up there, but that is a big mistake. Ha! Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for? Oh, under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Come here and sit on Mama's lap, and darling, I will draw you a map. And whatever you need, Mama will provide. I'll provide
The
you.
lute play the flute, the harp play the harp, the plates play the bass, the stay sounding sharp, the brass play the bass, the chub play the tub, the flute is the duke of soul. The way he can play the leads on the strings, the truck rocking out the blackfish he sings, the squirt and the sprat, they know where it's at, and all that blowfish blow under the sea.
Mama will provide.
Under the sea.
Mama will.
When the sardines
Mama
begin
will.
to begin,
Mama
it's music
will.
to me.
Oh, you know I'll give you all the land.
Perhaps a whole crustacean band.
Child, I ain't lying.
I'm here providing under the sea.
Oh gods, are you there? Don't you remember your little moon from the tree? Wake up, look down, hear my prayer. I want to be, wish I can be part of that world. Till that's your destiny, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, but tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you are certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast.
I like taxis, I like trains, I like Brooklyn when it rains, but I love Betsy. I like walking after dark, I like jogs in Prospect Park, but I love Betsy. I like Shake Shack, I like MoMA, and New Jersey's ripe aroma, the parades when I see them, and even a DMV. And a Brooklyn Bridge by bike. Heck, there's lots of stuff I like, but I love Betsy, and she loves me. She likes hockey, no I swear. She likes guys with graying hair, and I love Betsy. He loves Betsy. She likes pizza and Chinese, Louboutins and mac and cheese. God, I love Betsy. He loves Betsy. She likes swimming, writing letters. She likes watching double headers. She drinks bourbon and sake and even likes Rocky III. I'm amazed and I'm impressed, but the thing that I love best is I love Betsy, and she loves me. 5 years. I've been in love with Betsy for 5 years. I can't believe she stuck with me. What kind of luck have I got to keep someone like her around? 10 years. My mom's been dead already for 10 years. So since she put that curse on me, no, it's not a curse. No, forget I said curse, I didn't mean curse. Point is, it's been long enough. Now it's time to grow up. Mom's in the ground. And look what I found. I like dancing on the pier. I like Broadway once a year, but I love Betsy. He loves Betsy. I like visits to the zoo. I like opera, that's not true, but I love Betsy. He loves Betsy. It's been 5 years and I'm ready. Get the sparklers and confetti. Give a wink to the waiter and some of the maitre d'. Just like Jay-Z and Beyonce, I will make her my fiancé. I love Betsy. I love Betsy. I love Betsy. And Betsy loves me. I'm a schmuck and Betsy loves me. It doesn't matter what I do, I know it's true. I could never live without her. Betsy loves me. It's amazing. Betsy loves me. Tonight I'm gonna show her just how proud I am to know her. pressure, there's no drama. There's no cursing, there's no mama. Put my troubles in the past. I'm a grown-up man at last. I'm the luckiest guy from the Bronx to the island, so laugh if you want, and this whole town's gonna see that I love Betsy. So I love Betsy, and she loves me. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Pershing Square Center Theater. Pershing Square Center Theater. I know, I got to say the whole line. It's our first show, first time we've ever tried to do this. This is the first Stars of Tomorrow benefit show. It's really thrilling to be here. I'd like to, before I do anything else, tell you anything else about the program. I want to introduce you to my co-host. He came to us when he was 16 years old. Excuse me. Came to us when he was 16 years old. He joined the program. He's been with us ever since. He's a terrific kid. Mr. Kamer Quester, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, hello.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Tony.
What a guy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for being here. For those who don't know what this program is and what we're trying to do, we are a serious acting program, but what we are most serious about are life lessons. So we attract young people with acting, but we also teach them about life. It's like our slogan says, when you teach a kid how to act, you teach a kid how to act.
Oh, I like that slogan. That's pretty good, yeah. Thank you, Kamen. And now listen, so I'd like to also introduce you to my partners in this venture. You know, I came to New York. I came back to New York about 10 years ago and wanted to volunteer at some program for kids, and somebody directed me to the All-Stars right here on 42nd Street. I walked in there, and there was a young man teaching a class, and I was amazed at the way the kids were listening to him. They were rapt. They were paying such attention. It turned out his name is Brian Hills, and that's right. And his mom is here tonight, too, by the way. Hello, Mrs. Brian Hills. Anyway, there she is. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you. But anyway, he is the kid whisperer. He's a guy. I'm not kidding you. It's unbelievable. I mean, like, it's like listen, we developed a program, he and I, at the All-Stars. It's sort of youth development through performance. And it works. It really does. You know, you'd be amazed. Some tough kid from Brooklyn comes, you know, he hears about it, it's free acting, so he says, what the heck? And he comes to the show, he comes to the thing, but then he doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to hang out, and then he sees there's some kids from other boroughs, and that's enough to send him running. But then after a couple of days with Brian, a couple of days in the program, you ask him how he's doing, and he says, I have to support my ensemble. I mean, the change is like a metamorphosis. It's unbelievable. And we've been amazed by that, you know. We also have another partner who works tirelessly. She's unbelievable. Her commitment to the young people is just as deep as it gets. All the kids call her Auntie because she's up in all their business. Oh yeah, she's all over them, you know. And she's the one who stays on them. You know, we get a couple of kids in college, and when they're in college, she stays on them to make sure they get what they need to be successful, so they get through. Please let me introduce you to and thank her for all she does, Miss Bijou Lucalo. Where are you, B? Where are you, B? Love you. Okay. Now, after a few years at the All-Stars, Brian and I, we decided we wanted to take the program and make it more and bigger. So we went to the New York, the NYPD, the Police Athletic League, and we spent 8 years there. And we engaged about 5,000 kids. We got 200, well, look, a few more than 200 helped 200 to get into college and to finish college. So it's been an amazing thing. I know this has been a long story, but here's the end, all right? So then about a year ago, we decided to go on our own, and we applied for a 501(c)(3) so that we would be a legitimate nonprofit, and we got it. Interestingly enough, we got it, and this is our first attempt at it, and then because we got our status, my dear friend, the great Danny DeVito, our chairman, our event chairman tonight, and the great James L. Brooks got together and got me started. They gave us a little money to get started. Danny would be here tonight, but he's busy. He's doing a play on Broadway with his daughter. How great is that? I mean, you might want to see this, yeah. He did say, though, to thank you all for being here and that he wished he could be here with us. I'm using my cards. This is what I made for me at Kamer. Okay, so, by the way, I know you've noticed there's some NYPD officers here, and they are part of the Cops and Kids Chorus. When we were at PAL, we developed this thing, the Cops and Kids Chorus. We figured, put a bunch of cops and kids together and make them sing. That's different. How about that, So we did that, and so when we left PAL, we hung on to that, and the police officers were nice enough to come along with us. I'm going to introduce you to them later on in the show because it's really, really so important that they're here with the kids. It means so much. Okay, so Joe, let's get started. Oh, before I get started, let me introduce you to my band. This is my band, and they've been nice enough to come tonight. This is Mr. Joe Davidian, Mr. John Arbo, Mr. Eddie Cacavelli, and Mr. Dave Shoup. Yes. And so, Kamer, one of the things I like to do is turn the kids on to the music of my day. Because this getting old is a new thing, I got to tell you. But anyway, two of the kids who really get into it and are really great at it are Jade Rivers and Anthony Garcia. Now, Jade came to us. She's from Bed-Stuy. She came to us when she was 16. She's been with us for a while now. And you know what? She worked this summer. She worked for the program as an artistic advisor because we're trying to turn the Stars of Tomorrow into a jobs program as well. So it's, they're like missionaries, so it's great. And Anthony Garcia he came to us when he was 17, and he's from Philadelphia. We don't hold that against him. But, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Jade Rivers and Mr. Anthony Garcia. Howard made famous by Mr. Frank Sinatra.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter, Mars.
In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
Fill my heart with song and let me play forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
In other words, hold my hand. In other words, I love you. Da 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 ba ba da 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 ba da.
In other words,
Please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you.
I just want you to know, Mr. Sinatra would be pleased. That's great, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Hey, by the way, before you take off, you you sing that Sinatra stuff pretty good.
Thank you, Tony.
How about a little? How about New York, New York? Could you sing New York, New York?
Of course I can.
No,
It's-
hang on a second. Hey, Jerry. Jerry. Do you remember the routines that we learned from New York, New York? Yeah, come on over here. Let's see if we can do it. I hope I don't mess you guys up. All right, you ready?
You
Joe,
guys got
you want to
this.
help us?
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Great, Coach. Great, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jerry. Holy mackerel. Where am I?
Another great thing
Oh,
about the
thank
program.
you. I'm glad
I got
you're
you, Tony.
here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Thank
about
you.
it. Another great thing about the program is how the parents of the students join in.
Yes.
One family has been an incredible source of support, helping out nonstop. Here to tell you about the why and how are the Otero Ramos family. Please welcome Dad Jose, Mom Marinelli, and my fellow student Ivy.
Just step back. Would you step back? Ladies. Oh, Jose's got that. He's got. Here you are, Jose. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. Just reading off the prompter.
All right. Why don't you step down, please?
Thank you. Good evening. As parents, the decision to have our children in the Stars of Tomorrow program was the best choice we have ever made. Our kids not only learn how to act on stage, but how to do so in the real world. The program has allowed our children to explore the best version of themselves, embracing all the world has to offer while they're in the process of maturing and discovering their own truths. As participating parents in the program, we served as a guide during critical times while celebrating the successes and joyous ones. Our goal was simple: treat these amazing ensemble with respect, love, and as if they were our own. With doing so, we hope to provide a positive path for these shining stars as they will soon embark on their own journeys to leave an indelible mark on the world. The truth is, it's all stated on the wall. When you teach a kid how to act, you really teach a kid how to act. So let's continue to light a path for these kids so that they can shine their brightest. Thank you, Tony, Brian, the Stars of Tomorrow staff, for bringing out the best in our kids. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jose. I appreciate it. Thank you. Marin, and my dear Ivy. Oh, I love you so much. Okay, by the way, Ivy came to us when she was 13. She came to the program when she was 13, and her younger brother now is in the program. So it's a family thing. The Otero family, I don't know what we do without them. I can't tell you how many times we're doing something, and they're there making sandwiches and bringing stuff. It's incredible. They really are terrific. Okay, so, Kamer, what are you doing? What's happening? What happened?
Well, I was going to tell you, but I didn't want to interrupt. But the Lang Foundation just told us that if we raise $10,000 tonight, they'll match it.
Oh. And how do we go about doing that?
Well, in the playbill that we provided tonight, there's a QR code in which you can donate through.
Well, here's the thing, though. I put the arm on a lot of these people already. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of feeling weird about trying to do it again. But you could tell the Lang Foundation we're going to match it. Okay. All right. Now, this past summer, ladies and gentlemen, we had a temporary headquarters out at Governor's Island. I don't know how much time you spent out there, but it's really terrific. You take the 1 to South Ferry, you get out, you walk 2 minutes, you get on a ferry, you take like a 5-minute fabulous boat ride to this island. You're still in New York, but it doesn't seem like it, you know? And the kids really, really, really enjoyed going out there. And what we did, we had like this little temporary house. You know, we had a house at a headquarters, so we put on shows. What else? The kids always want to put on a show. So they put on a show, and we got crowds, and it was called Shakespeare with a 90s twist. Ladies and gentlemen, the stars of tomorrow with Shakespeare with a 90s twist.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats, for I am armed so strong in honesty that they pass by me as the idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me. For I can raise no money by vile means. By heavens, I had rather coin my heart and drop my blood for drachmas than to wring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash by any indirection. I did send to you for gold to pay my legions, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? When Marcus Brutus grows so covetous to lock such rascal counters from his friends, be ready, gods, with all your thunderbolts and dash him to pieces.
Why is my verse so barren of new pride? So far from variation or quick change, why, with the time, do I not stand aside to newfound methods or the compound strange? Why write I still all one ever the same, and keeps invention in a noted weed, that every verse doth almost tell my name, showing their birth and where they did proceed. Oh no, sweet love, I'll always write of you. And you and love are still my argument. So all my best is dressing old words new, spending again what is already spent. For as the sun is daily new and old, so is my love, still telling what is told.
That God forbid that made me first your slave. I shouldn't thought control your times of pleasure, or at your hand the accounts of hours to crave. Bound to your leisure, oh, let me suffer, being at your beck, the imprisoned absence of your liberty, and patience tamed to sufferance by each check, without accusing you of liberty. Be where you list. Your charter is so strong that you yourself may privilege your time. It doth belong yourself to pardon and self-doing crime. I am to wait, though wait so be held, not to blame your pleasure, be it ill or well.
No music. No music.
Let me not to the true minds of marriage admit impediments. Love is not love that alters when alteration finds or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is the star to every wanderer's bark whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheek within his bending sickle compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I've never writ, nor no man ever loved.
No music. No music.
In the affairs of men, there is a tide. Taking at its flood leads on to, I forgot the mic, leads on to, oh God, leads on to misery. Leads on to good fortune. Omitted in the rest of his life is mired in the shoals and the miseries. What happened to no music? All right, get out of here. Go ahead, go home. Get out, take off. Get out of here. Get out of here, get in.
Who's the boss?
Yeah.
Well, Tony,
Yes, Ken.
like me, we have been showcasing some of our older students.
That's right.
Another who has been with the program for a number of years is our next speaker, Edward Wosu. Edward is now 22 years old. He's from Canarsie in Brooklyn. He joined the program when he was 16 years old, and he is now in his last semester in Brooklyn College.
Thank you. How you doing? Yeah, my name is Edward Wosu, Edward Uchenna Wosu III. I'm in my final semester in the acting conservatory at Brooklyn College. Thank you. I never wanted to be a police officer for a couple of reasons. First, I thought that firefighters and wrestlers were way cooler. And secondly, I wanted to be a superhero, for real. I like Batman or Spider-Man. And in the movies, you see cops are always getting in the way of them, and I don't need some random stranger asking me questions while I'm trying to save a whole bunch of lives, In 2017, I got together with a group of my acting contemporaries and NYPD police officers to create and perform music. To be honest, I joined because I wanted to spend more time in the program, even though my friends weren't a part of this aspect of the program. I enjoyed the environment that was created, and I liked the ensemble that was built. Looking back, I'm glad that I did join because it later proved helpful during some of the most difficult times of my life. In about fall of 2019, I was preparing for my first semester in the conservatory for Brooklyn College, but things quickly changed. My father suffered a major stroke, and I was unable to claim a job to take care of the responsibilities of the bills. On top of that, we had an oncoming pandemic the following year. And to top that all off, our landlord became increasingly aggressive, illegally evicting me on 3 separate occasions. Once locking the gate and the doors to the house while leaving my uncle, who is diabetic, on the inside without her knowledge. It made me feel disappointed and defeated, especially when I would reach out to officers. Growing up, I revered police, and I thought they were always going to be in the right no matter what, because they were simply police officers. The first encounter that I had with a police officer about this situation, I remember him telling me something to the effect of how it was my fault because I was unable to secure a job during that time. And I remember feeling helpless during this time. It was only until I remembered the ensemble from the Cops and Kids chorus. And I reached out to this officer named Dion, who did help me. I was able to get her on the phone, and she actually was able to communicate my situation to officers near my precinct. And they were able to help me. Now, when the landlord would call the police, it wasn't so one-sided, because now I had somebody in my corner. Unfortunately, those officers got transferred to a different precinct, and things regressed to the mean. And I remember feeling near crippling anxiety every time I left the house, because I could tell that she was just planning on doing something every time that I left. Another night when I was away and I came back to find the gate and the doors locked to my apartment, I had to break in. And uncomfortable for me as it was, mind you, this is 2020, and we had the murder of George Floyd and racial tension at an all-time high. It could have very easily turned into a situation in which I couldn't be up here on this stage telling my story. But even my friends who were there with me trying to, preach with me or trying to have my back, it was only until I called Officer Dion from the Cops and Kids Chorus Ensemble to vouch for me. And I don't know what she said, but whatever she told the officers, it made things a lot better. And it made things very easy for me. The truth is, there's good eggs and there's bad eggs in every profession, and I can sympathize with police officers for their requirement to be able to make the best decision at the worst possible times with the slimmest margin of error. And the Cops and Kids Chorus, I believe, is one of the things where young people can interact with police officers who are police officers for the right reasons. And they can create something beautiful in the world, not just on stage, but in our society, in the world at large. Thank you.
Thank you, Edward. Everybody, Edward Wosu. Thank you. Just recently, we finished our outreach to a number of high schools where we spoke to over 500 kids. 100 attended our orientation, and 70 signed up for this semester. Now, I'd like you to hear from one of our new kids. He signed up for the program this year. Well, I'll let him tell his story. Joseph Sostre and his girlfriend, Michelle Avila. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Sostre. This is Michelle Avila. We are currently newcomers to Stars of Tomorrow. And honestly, I've only been in the program for a couple of weeks. We've only been in the program for a couple of weeks. And I can honestly say that Stars of Tomorrow really helps me not only in acting, not only in dancing and singing, but also in life as a whole. Brian D. Hills is one of the first people that I've met and the first instructors who've instructed me, and also Miss Bijou. And they are the nicest people in the world. And at first, I was a little skeptical because I was like, what? This is too good to be true. But with their kindness and support, they've helped us build this ensemble. We always talk about an ensemble. And it is true. One day within the program, we're like, okay, this is cool. Let's see who's new, right? And then 5 minutes, 10 minutes goes by. We're all an ensemble. Let's sing. So it's kind of quick with the ensemble work. But yeah, Stars of Tomorrow, I see a bright future in my path with acting and also it helping me as a person, not only with college and jobs. By the way, we're juniors in high school. We need help. But also to be on stages like this to perform and to live our wildest dreams, because again, when you teach a kid how to act, you really do teach a kid how to act.
Hi, my name is Michelle Avila, and the first day that I entered the room, I was super nervous and a little skeptical as well. I was really shy, and I normally like to stay in my bubble and in my comfort zone, but then we got to bond with Brian, and he made us play games, and it was a lot of fun. He made us play games to trust each other and understand one another and learn one another. And that really resonated with me because I don't know, it was just freeing in a sense to be in a room with people that have this passion for the arts, just like I do. And we go to an art school, Fordham High School for the Arts, and we also, our major is drama. But the thing is that I got to learn new things and I got to meet new people. And I love this program, even though I've been here for just 3 weeks. Yeah. But that's how impactful this program is to me and to us. And I'm really grateful for the experiences and the opportunities that I have in this program. And thank you.
One last thing. Shout out to everyone here for giving us this opportunity to be on this stage, and also opportunities galore in the future, because honestly, we wouldn't be here without you guys. So a round of applause for them, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. So nice to meet you. Welcome, 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 guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kamer. Thank you, sir. How are you? All right. Listen, folks. This is the greatest part of it. To hear the kids talk about it. It's unbelievable. Anyway, next up, a really terrific young lady, really wonderful young lady. She joined the program when she was 15. Another one from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. A lot of kids from Brooklyn, by the way, and I like that. And she's attending Queensborough College. She's studying environmental studies. And she's performing a monologue for you tonight from the play She Kills Monsters. It's a play by Key Nagayan. The play tells the story of Agnes Evans, an average woman who strives to be nothing but average. But then one day she wishes her life would be a little less boring, and unfortunately her wish comes true when her family, including her younger sister, is killed in a car crash. The play is about her trying to somehow get closer to the sister she's lost. Here is Natalie Jean.
My memories? My memories are trash. Do you want to know what my memories of Tilly are? They are of this little nerdy girl who I didn't talk to, who I ignored, who I didn't understand because she didn't live in the same world as I did. Her world was filled with jelly molds, demon queens, slacker gods, while mine, I had George Michaels and leg warmers. I didn't get her. I assumed that one day that she grew out of all of this, that I can sit around and ask her about normal things like clothes and TV shows and boys. I didn't even know she didn't like any of those things. My DM had to tell me, I didn't get her, Vera! Sorry. I just didn't get her. I remember her as a baby. I remember her as this toddler I loved picking up and holding. But I don't remember her as a teen at all. I'll never get the chance to know her as an adult. Now I'm sitting here with that stupid piece of paper about stupid adventures, about killing stupid, made-up dragons. Thank you.
Turnabout is fair play. Thank you, Natalie Jean. Thank you. A little hand for my lady. There were so many great causes, so many worthy causes. And a friend of mine, a guy named Nick Barbero, he's got a cause. His cause is veteran suicide, obviously a very worthy cause. But he wrote a song about it, and the kids heard the song. I think the song applies to all worthy causes. The kids heard it, and one of our students, excuse me, where is he? Jerry Murphy, here he is again. Jerry Murphy, actually, he's a Phase 1, Level 1 music instructor for us at the program now. And he has rearranged Nick's song. By the way, I hope you like it, Nick. Anyway, hey, John. Anyway, so shall we give it a try here? It's kids heard it, they did it. Yeah, let's do it. It's called How Can We Not? Here are the stars of tomorrow, Jerry Murphy and Nick Barbero's song, How Can We Not?
How do we bring their message to you? How can we not? How do we break the heavens for them? How can we not? How do we see and feel their burden? How can we not? How do we stop this human suffering? How do we start to end this hurting?
How can we not?
How do we see and love one another? How can we not? How do we mend this broken feeling? How can we not?
Stand by, knowing that they're hurting.
Home of the brave, home of the
much, everybody. Great performance. Thank you. Thank you. Come out here, Kamer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You happy?
I am happy.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
All right. Well, next up is a chance for Tony.
Uh-oh.
To do a little tap dancing with one of his dear friends and his teacher, an original member of the Manhattan Rhythm Kings. Please welcome Mr. Hao Shing, and my co-host, Tony Danza.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, tap dancing passes down from teacher to students. This next number was created by Charles Honey Coles, Charlie Atkins, and the Cotton Club. It was passed down to Gregory Hines. Then it was passed down to Tommy Tune. Then it was passed down to the Manhattan Rhythm. And today, we're going to show you, we're working with Tony, because I passed it on to him. But before we do it, he has to take his coat off and put on a Rhythm King. Okay, let's get in our spots.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, 1, 2, 3. Keep your jacket. And I just want to tell you how much work Tony has put in to do this Stars of Tomorrow.
By the way, I left my tie home tonight. Came without a tie. This is Hal. Hal had this in his jacket. By the way, I left my tie home tonight. Came without a tie. This is Hal. Hal had this in his jacket.
That's a slew of questions, Tony.
Here's the first one. How'd you end up here?
How'd I end up here? Well, Tony, my favorite teacher in high school brought Bijou and Brian into our class. I was a junior in school at that point, like 7 years ago. And my teacher...
Bijou and Brian came to the school?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is what we do. We go, we solicit at the high school.
And then, yeah, no, I'm like, forget, you know more about me than I know about me.
Just trying to translate.
I got you. So, and then they left. We did a little program inside the class and whatnot, and then they left, and then my teacher was like, yo, Kamer, sign up or else I'm not talking to you. I was like, well, you're my favorite teacher, so I don't want that to happen. So, I ended up going. I went to the orientation, Tony, And I don't like orientations. I think they're boring. I also don't like presentations. I think they're boring. But guess what? They did a good job. So when we were in there, I fell in love with the way they explained everything. And I started going to the classes. I did ensemble building. That was the first class. They do that every single time. Y'all should switch it up maybe sometime. But in this class, what was that like? What's ensemble? I'm about to tell you, Tony. So listen, the first class, they had me put my hands out, and then I had a partner. It was a female, and we were touching hands, and we had to look at each other in the eyes for 5 minutes straight. No stopping. You could blink. And so, I kid you not, after that, I've never had problems looking at people in their eyes. And that's very important. Because if you mean what you say and you're looking at people in their eyes, they're going to understand you. And it's a big form of communication. Well, after that, we finished the semester. We ended up doing a fundraiser with you. That's right. After that fundraiser, I was blessed with a couple of people to go to China and perform over there. I performed at the
program. Our program sent you to China.
Yes. We did, I think, 7 performances in 10 days. We went to 3 different cities. And then back here we did...
And I want you to know something, folks, that while they were there, we got reports that they were the best representative of America in China. In Brooklyn.
We performed at the Plaza Hotel. We did the Taj, Pierre Taj, something like that. I don't know. It was beautiful.
I didn't get the song.
I'm sorry. Well, it was beautiful. And then I got into my senior year of high school, and it was a lot. I was doing a show. I was the lead in a show, and I was scared because I haven't been doing a lot of theater. I just started this program, and I did a show my junior year as well. Other than that, I've never done anything. But I didn't think I was going to go into school, like to college.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they pushed me to go. And I got a BFA in acting now from SUNY Paper. And now I work with them.
Oh my God. He's got a microphone and I don't. It's just not fair. But it's okay, so what would you say to, like for instance, to Joseph? What would you tell him about going forward about the program?
The number one thing, there's also another student that I met a couple days ago. His name is Brian, but what I would tell you guys is stay in the program. And I wholeheartedly mean that. Because you learn, you grow, you have a family here. Honestly. That's all I can say.
That's all you need to say. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that you're part of the program.
Now I'm gonna take the stage now because.
Yeah.
So next up is another one of Tony Danza's real pals.
Oh yeah.
One of the greatest
Where is
piano
he?
playing singer-songwriters in the business. He's here with the Stars of Tomorrow to sing a song he wrote.
Come on.
Heart of the City. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peterson's Potty and the Stars of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah. This is a song Peter wrote. It's called Heart of the City. And I just want you to notice, just listen to the words. I mean, just to give you an example, early on in the song, he's describing New York, and he says, roses at the grocery store in case you fall in love. I'll leave you with that.
From the concrete canyons in the Bronx to the park at Battery, runs a river made of living dreams in the blood of history. No matter what it is you're looking for, it's here, and you can find it day or night. Roses at the grocery store in case you fall in love. There's a psychic on the second floor who could give you fate a shove. Everybody here remembers that one day, and we know what it is to fight. And the heart of the city. It beats on like a drum. In the shadow of the Brooklyn Bridge, a couple shares a kiss, while the father in East Harlem takes his son to see the Knicks. And the writer down on Broadway plays the keys, just like this. In the heart of the city, taxis roll, and every day takes its toll. And some get lost, and some get found. And me, well, I just can't believe the sound of people screaming thank you from halfway down the block. The helping hands of strangers who work around the clock. Every one of us is right where we belong. And New York is strong. New York is strong. And the heart of the city, it beats on. Like a drum. Oh, come on, New York City. You got that heart. Give me some.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Peter Cincani, stay there, Peter. Stay there. Thank you, guys. Hang on, take you. Yeah, go ahead. Go that way. Great job. Great job. Really, isn't that amazing? So, Peter, since you're here, let's do our hit.
Let's do our hit.
You got to do our hit, right?
Which one?
Well, come on, Peter.
The number one.
Yeah, no. So, Peter and I, we would get together. He used to live around the corner from me. I'd go by and whistle. He'd come to the window, and the neighbors would be like, "Look, get that guy out of here." And but we would do these Sunday things, and so
I'll never forget, if I may say, it was in the morning sometimes too. He'd come by on rollerblades. He'd come by. He'd be in the circular drive. I'd just get out of the shower. He'd be screaming to the window like it's Brooklyn 1950s. "Hey, Peter, what are you doing?" And then we would hang out.
All right.
I miss it.
You ready?
Yeah.
5 foot.
Sorry, I screwed up.
Okay, it was the wrong key, right?
It's a different key.
That was the wrong key.
Okay, hold on.
5'2", eyes are blue. Oh, what those blue eyes could do. Anybody seen my gal? Turned down hose, turned up nose, never had no other beau. Anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into 5'2", covered in fur, diamond rings, all those things, bet your life it isn't her. Oh, could you coo, could you woo, could you coo, anybody Anybody's seen my gal? Play a little Peter. He's a little bit of a show-off. Now if you run into 512, covered in fur, diamond rings, all those things, bet your life it isn't her. Oh, could you go, could you go, could you go? Anybody seen my, anybody seen my, anybody seen my girl? Mr. Peterson Cardi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter, and thank you, Tony, and that is the real heart of our city.
Isn't that a nice song?
Watch for Peter at the Carlisle Hotel.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. What do you got now?
I have another two students.
Oh, okay.
I would like you to hear from our David Pasuisaka and Katiana Cicerone. David is from Far Rockaway, Queens. He joined us when he was 15, and he is currently attending Queensborough Community College and studying theater.
A person needs 12 hugs to grow. The reason's simple. A person needs 12 hugs a day to grow. The reason's simple. You always need love in one way or another, either by someone else or by self-love. While in gym class, I saw an opportunity to give myself some self-love. After hearing an acting program from Bijou and Brian, after listening to the presentation, I decided to join. My mom wanted to make sure I was safe going from Jamaica, Queens, Midtown Manhattan, all the way to Far Rockaway. She came with me every day. I can't remember the first class. I can't even remember how I felt. The feeling was beautiful. I felt free. I felt that I could be myself. So I wanted to do more of the program, so I enrolled in more classes. Soon, I was able to talk with everybody because of my ensembles. I talked to anyone in the street. But then, lockdown happened. COVID happened. I felt so down. But they kept going with even more classes. We had Zoom meetings, and we talked about everything over there. They kept me going. And the summer of 2021, summer semester, we got to do and see everything. We learned about history together, and we saw everything. It was beautiful. After class, everyone talked about how they felt and how class went. I developed a beautiful friendship with Kama. We talked and listened to a lot to each other. Soon, I felt, Kama cared for me. Everyone did. After class, we just talked on the bus, on the train. I never got that in school. Afterwards, the summer ended. I went back to school. But yet, I felt a bit empty. I saw everything. And although in person for the acting program was back, that's why I was beautiful and happy. But in school, I felt sad, a bit dim, because I got to see everything in the summer semester, but not in school. It just told us what everything was supposed to be, not show us. Because of that, I just sort of failed. I didn't do so well in school. But I wanted to pass because, again, I loved the summer program. I loved this theater program. So, me and Bijou, and I asked my guidance counselor to set up a meeting. I asked Bijou to be there as well. I knew she'd have my back. So we did. Afterwards, we set up a plan to pass, and so I did. I got to pass after making up some makeup class in the summer school. Because of that, I passed my school, and I finally got into Queensborough Community College, my beautiful college I wanted. And so soon, I learned how to cook because they had a cooking program. I cooked for my whole family when my parents went away. Afterwards, we had, this, and I love it. They gave me a lot more than 12 hugs a day. And Bijou taught me how to not be scared of college. Thank you, Bijou.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, David.
I have three things to say. First, well, this one don't count. Thank you, David. One, I don't want to cry. That was beautiful. And two, I need 15 hugs a day. I don't know about David. David only said 12. And number three, David has never cooked for me, so I'll be looking for him later. Next up, we have Katiana Cicerone. She is from East New York, Brooklyn. That's where I reside and was born. That is Tony's old neighborhood. We was talking the other day. It's funny. We was talking the other day. He didn't live that far from me. And we just started talking about a whole bunch of places, whatever. She joined the program when she was 16. And she is currently a student at Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland. And is also studying theater.
Thank you. Not knowing how to start over is one of my biggest weaknesses. And until recently, I didn't know how to do that. Actually, it isn't a weak thing at all wanting to keep things the way they are. You built a routine, kept to it, and did everything in your power to maintain that routine because in one way or another, it gives you comfort. My routine, until recently, was waking up, going to work, clocking in, and then clocking out, and then going straight home. If I got lucky, my friends would invite me for a night out. I like to spend most of my time in my room because I didn't have one to myself until I was 18 or 19 years old. In my mind, I won the privacy jackpot. Until then, I was sharing a room with my mom, and there wasn't anything wrong with that. However, there wasn't enough space for a teenage girl to have her phone convos and secrets. I honestly didn't mind or complain because most of my time centered around my family anyways. Listening to her nightly prayers as I got ready for bed, making sure our front door was secured, and last but not least, her offering me 10 cookies as a goodnight snack. And I proudly traded it all for my own room. And although it wasn't perfect, it was mine. I didn't realize until now, but it was actually an adjustment moving into that room, as much as I wanted it because I wasn't used to having so much space. But still, I was appreciative. Within the last 2 years, I created a routine where I would add something small to my room every week just to make myself more comfortable. My name would be spread out across the wall just so all visitors would know that this is my room. A painting I did at an event, candles I bought at JCPenney, just so I can create a vibe of comfort for me and anyone else who entered. As for my mom, she loves decorating. For holidays, New Year's, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, you named it. And she had every decoration you could think of. Sometimes it wouldn't even be much. It would just be a sign on the door with whatever holiday was occurring at the time. Unfortunately, my mother and I had that comfortability and safety. My mother and I had the comfortability and safety of our home taken from us, truly in the blink of an eye. For months, an unknown individual had been harassing us, throwing buckets of urine and feces at our door. We did not know who it was or why they were doing it to us. It continued for 6 months. Eventually we got a doorbell camera installed because no matter how many police reports and complaints we filed, nothing was getting done. This was only to see who the culprit was and then turn the footage over to the police. But before we got the chance, the situation escalated and our lives were at risk. One Sunday, after I had gone to work, my mother was taking a nap and my nephew was getting ready to take a shower. And the culprit poured gasoline and set our front door on fire. The front entrance was engulfed in flames. But thank God, my mother and nephew narrowly made it out through the fire escape. It never crossed my mind that the place I called home and spent most of my childhood would be gone. In a matter of minutes, my family and I lost all our belongings. I thank God every day that my family is alive and well, physically and mentally. We're still trying to rebuild and replace what we've lost. I honestly couldn't talk for the first few days after the fire. and the days following were a blur. To this day, I can't close my eyes without seeing the footage of my apartment being set on fire. And nothing will soothe the idea that I could have lost my mother and nephew. I moved to Maryland to live with my older sister, and thanks to Brian Hills and Bijou Lucello, with their support and help, I was able to enroll back into college and continue my education. It's still a work in progress. Getting back into the mentality of being a student, because my first time going to school 3 years ago was a train wreck. I faced many challenges, but that's another story. That's a story for another time. Although I was forced to start over, it was what I needed. I go to an HBCU, completing work for a major that I want to pursue as a profession. There's so many things I didn't think I would be able to do. Travel by myself, go to an HBCU, be more confident and secure in my identity and culture, and actually be able to perform and pursue theater. Once again, thanks to Brian, Bijou, and the Stars of Tomorrow Project Incorporated, I'm able to do each and every last one of those things. They actually took me with them to Washington, D.C., where we stayed at Howard for a week to help me cope with my loss and just enjoy myself. It was during this trip where I decided to go back to school. Although I wasn't planning for the fall of 2023, but even when I called them 2 weeks before school started, I could feel the frustration Bijou had through the phone. But still, she helped me apply and even vouched for me to get in. The people and connections I've met and made because of these two individuals will always be a testament to how much they truly care for and support the students they encounter. For this, I will always hold them in such a high and strong place in my heart. For now, the only thing I can do to repay them is be appreciative, succeed, and say thank you.
Thank you, Kathy Ann. You did it. 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 Okay, sweetheart. No, it's great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bijou. It's wonderful. You know, the cooking class, we put in a sort of a wellness program in the a wellness component to the program this year, and it's interesting when you work with kids. What you find out is they don't know what they don't know. It doesn't matter if all of us know it; they just don't know it. You know, it's like cooking. They don't know about cooking. So I took 15 of them to shop. We went to the supermarket and we bought chicken cutlets, breadcrumbs, some salad stuff, some broccoli, you know, stuff to cook. And then we went home and we all got on a Zoom and I cooked with them and we all cooked. And that's what they're talking about all of a sudden. They love cooking. They're clamoring for meatloaf. I mean, you know, it's crazy. Anyway, this is the kind of thing that makes you so proud. I can't, you know, and it makes you have a tough time not crying. We're going to close the show. We're going to You've heard all night. You've been hearing about the Cops and Kids Chorus. It's about time you see them. They are my favorite part. I want you to know it is something Brian and I put together with Pal, and we hung on to because it's just the greatest program to see the kids and the cops together. And these police officers have been so wonderful, folks. I want to just take a moment to introduce each and whenever the ones that are here tonight. Some of them couldn't be here tonight for whatever reason, but the ones that are here tonight, let me introduce them one by one. Please come out, please. Clinton Wilkie, Officer Clinton Wilkie. There he is. Officer Devin Diggs. My friend. Come on out, Devin. Yes. Officer Makia Brown. Sergeant Neonte Nacklin. And listen to this. Let me tell you something. Even after they retire, they stay with us. Here he is, retired, Sergeant Marcus Lewis. It's Marcus Lewis. And last but not least, our rapping police officer, Mr. Javara Long. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cops and Kids Chorus. Oh, wait, the Stars of Tomorrow Cops and Kids Chorus. Okay, guys.
Challenges we face at times
can overtake the conscience of the mind.
Emotions running wild.
No direction
to find. I choose life over defeat.
I choose life over defeat.
Hopscotch, double dutch, crooked teeth with loose laces, milk crates and dice decided your life. You grow wise and time flies, they don't believe you. Make them a believer, negative minds that try to hinder you. Look what I could do, overcome the impossible, triumph over the obstacle.
Press towards the special place, equipped and deep to men. No more distractions. I am professing everlasting triumph.
Night after night of hearing the thunder roll, fall like a ride. Sometimes mistakes unfold. To heal the heart is to make a change. Reach high, profound as a higher ground. I choose life over defeat. Life over defeat. Life over defeat. I choose life.
Don't be afraid, clap your hands. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah, yeah. I want to feel the energy. You gonna kill it for him? You gonna kill it for him? Yeah, yes, go.
And didn't have nowhere to run. I needed to
Wake up.
and see what's in front of me.
Nah, nah, nah.
There has to be a
Yeah,
better
yeah.
way. I say it again, a better way.
What y'all gonna do?
To show I'm grateful. So I thought of this song to show my appreciation for loving me so long. You don't know how much you mean to me. 'Cause even though the times got hard, oh, you were right there. And I thank you. When I felt I had it all, oh, you were right there. And I thank you.
Y'all enjoying yourselves? Y'all enjoying yourselves? Yeah, put your hands up again. Put your hands up again. I need y'all energy too. Thank you.
And I thank you.
Yes.
When I felt I
But it's great because I can look out in the audience, and right here I see two guys, Murphy Davis and Blake Hunter. Blake Hunter is one of the original creators of Who's the Boss, and he's a big benefactor. Thank you, Blake. I have so many friends here. I have to thank all the sponsors, Carmen Anderson and I can't remember who else. I think I got one. But anyway, I thank all the sponsors, everybody here, and as much as everybody asked me to say one thing, you are the most important part of this. You know, because of you, this is like a dream. We're trying to make this happen because now I think maybe it can happen. So I thank you very much from the very bottom of my heart, and I know I speak for everyone when I say that. Thank you so much. All right, everybody come down stage. Come down stage. And you ready? We're going to take a bow. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Get home safe. Good job, guys. Congratulations. Terrific. How about this retired police piano player? And once again, my band, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Cacavelli, John Arbo, Joe Davidian, and Dave Shoup. And everybody here at the Signature Theater, at the Pershing Square Center Signature Theater, thank you so much for all your help. Thank you very much. Alex, Julian, all the guys, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Get home safe. Thank you. Thank you so much.